Hello, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to talk about Lacey and Shane in the last episode of Life After Lockup. Somebody found some throwbacks of Shane and posted it on Reddit. They said Shane before Lacey, before prison, before he hurt animals. And he was a little skinny mini back in the day. So in the last episode, we saw Shane fail the lie detector test on the questions, have you lied to your wife to hang out with another man for sexual purposes? And have you been talking to another man online for sexual purposes? So Shane clarified and said, yes, I've been talking to men for money on Onlyfans. So in this episode, Shane and Lacey, they're fighting in the office after Shane got his lie detector results back. And Shane is pissed because he feels like he was made out to look like an idiot on national television, and he wants Lacey to take a lie detector test now so things will be fair. So Lacey told Shane, what do you want to know? Have I been with another man besides you for sexual pleasure? And Shane said, so you don't want to give me clarity? And Lacey kept asking Shane, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? And Shane was over it and pissed off and said, I told you what I want you to do. I want you to take a damn polygraph, hook her up to the polygraph now. And Lacey kept telling Shane over and over again, ask me. And Shane stormed off. He was over it. Shane said he's upset because the polygraph guy made it seem like he was keeping something from Lacey. But Shane said he wants Lacey to take a polygraph test because they brought lies into their marriage and they built a whole foundation on lies. So Lacey walked out to Shane and said, what do you want to know? Asked me. And Shane was over it and said, WTF is wrong with you? Does the elevator not go all the way upstairs? I told you what I wanted you to do over and over again. I want you to take a damn polygraph. So he was like, pretty much take the polygraph or shut up. So the producer surrounded Shane when he came out of the building, was saying, yes, it showed you told the truth about some stuff, but you also lied about some stuff. And Shane said, yeah, because I don't want the whole world knowing what I do for money. Yes, I have an OnlyFans and talk to guys for money, but I'm not physically effing no men. So he said he will just send a picture of himself or a boy-girl video that him and Lacey made to people. And last I knew, when I did a review of Lacey's OnlyFans, I think they were selling videos of them together for like $100 or something like that. And Shane said he tells guys what they want to hear and creates fantasy land so he can make money. And Shane said he's pissed because Lacey made him quit his job so he can stay home with Lacey and the baby. And he said all the money he had coming in from OnlyFans, which was just like a side hustle he could do from home, now that's all the income he has coming in, and he's pretty dependent on it. So I always wondered how that worked out because Lacey is a cam girl, and I know you can't have no toddlers or babies running around crying in the background. And so Lacey was probably the breadwinner and needed Shane to watch the baby while she does her cam stuff. So especially with her having like 4 kids all together, Shane said Lacey is the one who made his OnlyFans account for him, and she's the one that got him into it and showed him the ropes. And he said that Lacey's been doing webcamming and OnlyFans for most of her life, and I'm sure Lacey signed him up with her little referral code where she makes like 1 to 5% off everything Shane makes on OnlyFans. So I really don't get why she's acting surprised or upset. I'm sure Lacey has talked to women on her online platform before, and Lacey said that Shane talking to men on his online platform makes her question his endeavors. And it took her like a whole minute to spit that whole sentence out. So you could tell she was wording that sentence very carefully. And Shane says he doesn't know what's going on in Lacey's head, but he firmly believes that she's hiding something since she isn't willing to take a polygraph test. So Lacey walks up to Shane in the car and demands they go to marriage counseling to work on their marriage. And Shane said, I will go to marriage counseling if you take a polygraph. And Lacey said, if she goes to marriage counseling and the counselor says they think it's a good idea that she gets one, then she'll do it. So we know that's never going to happen, in other words. So Lacey says she wants to go to marriage counseling so she can get to know more about Shane and who he is as a person. Lacey says she wants to know everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and she feels like Shane has a wall up. And Lacey says she's been doing a lot of thinking lately, and she feels like the reason she isn't able to let John go is because they used to get really effed up together, and they would get to a really deep level where you tell each other stuff that you would never tell anyone else. And Lacey believes that all that has made it to where she still feels really strongly connected to John. And meanwhile, John is blowing up her phone back to back while she's in the car with Shane, and she keeps hitting the FU button on him. And John says this is what Lacey does. She hits him up when she wants to cheat on her husband, and then blocks him when she doesn't want anyone to know that she's talking to him again. And I have a quick question for you guys. Is Shane still on Instagram, or did he delete his Instagram, or maybe I got blocked? Because I used to keep up with, I keep up with everyone on Love After Lockup on Instagram, but I haven't been able to find his Instagram in like at least 3 or 4 days. And I have like a backup account, and I tried searching for him there, and I couldn't find him. So let me know if you guys know in the comments below. And what is his IG handle, if he still is on IG? Did he change it? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But WeTV knew what they were doing with this one. They're trying to create some drama so Lacey goes back to John, because they know that's going to make really good TV. Because they could have made her take a polygraph test there, and then Shane would have found out about all the lies, and then they probably would have broke up, and she would have been with John again. So they want to make it even more juicy, and her not take the polygraph test, and then go behind Shane's back and hang out with John, because we know that's what happened from the live we saw a few months ago. And I made a few videos talking about John's GoFundMe. He started about a week and a half ago, trying to raise $150,000 to open a sober living home. He's claiming he's sponsoring other people. He wants to help out other people in recovery. And last time I looked, he had 0 donations. I just checked again. He's received 2 donations and raised $35 out of $150,000 so far. He got a $25 donation from one lady and a $10 donation from somebody else. But let me know your thoughts about Shane and Lacey in the last episode in the comments below. I know every cast member gets paid $2,000 for each episode they're on. I wonder if they paid John $2,000 for that little 5-second clip they had of him calling Lacey in the car. And I've been talking to the producers of WeTV, trying to get a few interviews set up, and they told me I have to wait until the end of the season, and they told me the season finale, I believe, is on December 18th, so I'm super excited about that, because I was scared that maybe this season would be ending like in the next month or so, but we still have at least a couple more months to go this season. So that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.